Military draft rules have changed just in time for the war in Iran. The U.S. House of Representatives passed a measure to automatically register men for the Selective Service, updating requirements for the first time in decades. Just as we're in war now, to be fair, they did pass this in December. The rule change goes into effect this coming December 2026. All males aged 18 to 26 will be automatically registered for Selective Service.
Mothers out there are worried that we're going to have a draft, that they're going to see their sons get in and daughters get involved in this.
President Trump wisely does not remove options off of the table.
When this happened in Vietnam, during the Vietnam War, it was pretty much right away. They didn't wait until they ran out of soldiers.
The Draft Lottery, a live report on tonight's picking of the birthdays for the draft.
It happens pretty quickly, so don't think, well, we'll wait and see, and once we see a bunch of American soldiers dying in Iran, then they're going to do the draft. No, they might do the draft on us pretty quickly. A lot of young men, before they were sent off to Vietnam, when they received their induction notices, a lot of them did a lot of pretty extreme things in order to avoid being shipped off to war. My dad was telling me about some of the things that some of his friends did. Like one guy paid a friend to hit his leg with a sledgehammer. Another looked at a bright light in a factory and tried to make himself go blind. Young men are viewed as pawns on a chessboard to be taken out in order to protect the king. Their government, the oligarchs, the corrupt, greedy, money-making warmongers in Washington want to use them for cannon fodder. Well, military...
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakach Badash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 144,000. This your brother Ra'aya, back up with another one from GMS Detroit. And yeah, y'all. So we know that we've been said that they were going to do a draft, right? But they're confirming that they will do a draft. Just they saying that they're going to do it in December, but truly they're going to do it before that time because they're going to lose. Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to lose more people than they think that they are, that they're anticipating, and they're going to need to do an emergency draft. So like we know that they set boots on the ground. They sent who did they send? I think they said they sent some Marines, either some Marines or the Navy, one of those, to Iran. I believe that was it, if I'm not mistaken. But they're gonna lose, right? And they're gonna definitely have these YNs that's out here, these 2/3 Jakes that's out here, right? They gonna have these heathen nations that's among us. They all gonna get drafted in this thing, and they gonna go out and they don't really even know they're gonna fight against Yahweh Shai, right? And like that's crazy work. Imagine you being drafted to go to this war, just so, and you know that you're gonna be deleted in the war anyway, but the Heavenly Father makes it to where you don't get deleted right away, where He allows Yahweh Shai to destroy you, like He allows you to see the coming of Yahweh Shai. And you know how it says in 2nd Esdras 13 that they still durst fight. Like, man, that's that's some crazy work. But I'm gonna grab that. Matter of fact, but I'm gonna start with some other scriptures, and we're gonna do it like that. And all of this is due to DJT. Matter of fact, let me play this a little bit more. This is all DJT's doing, y'all. So let's...
Men for the Selective Service, updating requirements for the first time in decades. Just as we're in war now, to be fair, they did pass...
They think it's just going to be our men that's being drafted. No, these women out here, these strong, independent women out here going to be drafted too. With their dumb ass. They thinking... Hey, all of that, I guess, strong independentness, worked out for them, just for a little bit of time. They only been, this feministic movement has been here since when? The 1930s, right? And then I believe what was the other thing that they did? I can't remember it offhand right now, but they did some other shit to where, and it was back in the 1890s, I think, when they did, or it was in the 1800s when they did it, when they first, the suffrage movement, I think that's what it was, women's suffrage. So they did this, but the full feministic thing started, I believe, in the 1920s, 1930s, and they only been in this type of, and it really went into play during the 1950s and 60s and stuff, and they only been, so to speak, liberated for this long. They thought they was gonna get far with this, like, nah, bitch, y'all about to get drafted in this war. Like in the video I posted in the group chat, of Keisha getting bit up by these pit bull, getting towed up by these by a pit bull. One of them, it was two Keishas getting towed up. The niggas in the car, they recording them, and they're like, one of the Jakes in the car was like, don't get out the car, because it was two of them in the car. He's like, don't get out the car, basically don't get out and help her, right? The Heavenly Father putting the spirit on the Jake men not to even help the Israelite woman, right? So it's like, hey, everything we was telling y'all, like, y'all gonna be in terrible, conditions. Y'all gonna be, look, wild beast, gonna come and tear y'all ass up in this time of Jacob's trouble we about to come into. But let me play this a little bit more.
Passed this in December.
I'm more than likely have to do this video in parts. This is part one, y'all.
The rule change goes into effect this coming December 2026. All males aged 18 to 26 will be automatically registered for selective service.
And they just mentioned in males, but as we know, they're going to do females as well.
Mothers out there are worried that we're going to have a draft, that they're going to see their sons get in and daughters get involved in this.
President Trump wisely does not remove options off of the table.
When this
see, that's what I needed. DJT wisely didn't remove nothing off the table, right? Because this man, the cruel Lord, y'all, as I said, 19. And look, because of this actually caused, it's so many people here in Babylon the Great, aka America, that's saying that they don't want to deal with that war and that they ain't going, right? And there was a lot of different things that people did, as in the video you seen, that they were hiring their homeboy to hit their legs with a sledgehammer so they don't be able to go to the war. They was looking at bright lights so they can blind themselves. He was doing all types of shit not to go to that Vietnam War, right? So how much more would they be doing now? They're gonna actually go to war with the people here. They're gonna be going to war with their own lieutenants and captains and all of that that's over them. So we already know that shit gonna hit the fan. This is Isaiah 19:2, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Because in this actually might start a civil war for real. Because people are gonna be like, no, I ain't doing that. And then the moment that they try to go, you know how these military officers come in, they'll try to make you go. And if you don't want to go, you're gonna be sent to prison. But most people that find this out quickly, it's gonna start getting out of hand, right? Because families gonna actually start fighting against, there's military and stuff. It's gonna actually become a civil war, I believe, But it says, verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, right? Because ain't nothing going to, keep nothing in control. Everybody about to stop listening to these higher ups. And it says, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, which is, we believe, is DJT, right? President, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts. All right. So DJT, he's the one who's pushing these people in there. That's why they don't want to go to war, because they're like, man, we don't want to go to war for this nigga. And this is part one of the video, y'all. So I'm gonna shoot on a part two. Shalom, y'all.